At this time, let us think what the differences are between a manager and a give and take leader. Let's think about what style I am. You can think of this question yourself. Am I a manager style or am I a GT leader style? Or do I have both GT leader and manager style together? Please, everyone, before talking about the managers and give and take leaders, I want you to look at this picture. It is a picture of a man saving a drowning man. What do you usually do when you rescue someone from drowning? A person who jumps directly into a water and rescues a drowning person. What kind of style is this person? You can think of this person as a manager style. On the other hand, a GT leader style is someone who gives drawing person something like a ladder or a tube to use get out the water in their own. Look at another picture. There is a compass and a clock. Which one is reminiscent of the image of a GT leader? The compass points you in the direction. The clock shows limited time. The image of the compass is reminiscent of a GT who shows the direction. The clock reminds me of a manager who manages his work within a limited time frame. So, which style of leader are you? Or let's consider the differences between give and take leader and the manager in more detail. When a GT leader encounters something, he would think, why do I need to do this? He emphasized why, focusing on the meaning and the value of work. But the manager would say, how are we going to do this? He would be interested in the methodologically. How managers are people who want to do their job well in efficient way. Efficient way. GT leaders are people who want to do the right work in the right way. In other words, they work in an efficient way, effective way. In English, a manager would say, do things right. And the GT leaders would say, do the right thing. Next, the give and take leader places more importance on the people who do the work rather than the work itself. Managers focus more on tasks, project, to-dos, and performance management rather than the people. If GT leaders promote organizational effectiveness, i.e., doing the right thing, managers focus on efficiency, doing the work well, no matter how good you are at your work, you have to do it right. A GT leader is a person who set the right direction for work, and a manager is a person who makes sure to follow the set policy. So what kind of leaders are you? Let's summarize our thought. What kind of person should the Chamber family be? Now, take the time to think of yourself. I am a GT style, or I am a manager style, or sometimes I'm a manager style and sometimes I'm a GT style. We encouraged you to think about this together in a pre or first school in uh, expectation of sharing this in the field. This is the homework. This is the homework of the class this time. What does a give and take leader do? When a GT leader is going to do something, he makes a plan. And when they've done this, they preview what the outcome will be. Then, while thinking, I should have this job done by so and so, or who should be the right person do this job. They delegate their work to their subordinate. How often do you delegate and share your task with others through the give and take? In this way, a GT leader is a person who delegates the task through give and take. So after delegating the task, if any problem arises in the process of carrying out the task, they identify the issue and make effort to help solve the problem. Next, after completing your work, you should evaluate yourself, such as if someone had a problem, you should be able to solve why the problem came up and how the person's interpersonal relationships was. A leader is a person who constantly defines self-development so that he or she can do a better job next time. Meaning, they have good give and take with others. In this process, you will acquire new skill and develop your creativity. Also, GT leaders don't work alone. GT leaders don't work alone. They work by building a team foundation. It is the GT leader's job to build good relationships through coaching and lead such a team. These give and take leaders have the ability to respond to change. For example, the world is experiencing unthinkable things happen around us because of the coronavirus crisis that started in early 2020. Who knew the world would be like this? No one knew. In this fast changing environment, management style leaders have a difficult time managing any business. But what would you do if you were a GT leader with the ability to coffee with change? In particular, our activities within Heavenly Parents' holy community become more active in the on-tact era and exerted a great influence in the world. This is because True Mother has excellent GT leadership ability in faith. And it can be seen that the same is true for our coaching class through the Zoom platform. In the past, we used to gather in one place to teach. But now that we can meet the person, we can meet in person. We teach through the Zoom and when the class is over. We do activities on our own or with three other members. Isn't this also coping ability? As you do this, you will have a great impact on those around us as our influence grows. Through what the GT leaders do, The leader actually shows good example by practicing it on his own, and the leader who has gone through this process goes beyond the manager position. So now we must become GT leaders, not manager. Raise our children and be in a position to think creatively about what we should do in our organization, in the workplace, in the church, and in society. 천일국 should become a world lead by the heavenly treasure, the chamber leaders, through give and take action. The time has changed now. The time has changed now. It has changed from the manager style era to the leader style era, centering on the give and take leaders. No one is following the leaders who grew like kings or are in charismatic position. So Daniel Gorman is saying that we should now realize the power of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence leadership has four forms. Self-awareness is to be able to recognize oneself. Next, he said that you should be able to self-management. To manage yourself, not to end just with self-awareness. You have to be aware of what happened to you. Then you can control yourself, and then you have to be able to give and take coaching by yourself. It is not limited to yourself, but in social relationships with yourself. You must be able to recognize what is happening around you according to social skill, which is social awareness. Once you have recognized your surroundings, you need to have the skill to control what you perceive around you. So you have to have four skills: self-awareness skill, self-management skill, social awareness, and then relationship management skill. Therefore, the purpose of chamber leaders school where we are studying now is to become leaders, really like a heavenly treasure. Chambo as a chambo and becoming real chambo by breaking away from my style or self-centered style in our daily life and changing to the other-centered give and take leader style and chambo leader style. Then, what kind of person are you? What kind of person are you? When I think of myself, do I frequently have give and take with my original mind and have self-awareness? Who am I? Who am I? How does the family I live in represent by my role and who I am in the family? How will I be seen in the church I attend, my workplace, or the social structure to which I belong? During this class, we had time to think about what kind of person we are while talking about the GT leaders and the manager. Accordingly, we came to know that only when I can know about myself, I can understand others. And that is good to have the habit of a leader of my actions and my habits. The traditional manager style leader is like this picture. A manager style leader traditionally thinks she has problems and lacks when dealing with people. It is self-centered thinking. That's why he thinks he should teach them and he gives directions and orders. When this happens, the inner power of the subordinated gradually weakens and shrinks. People under such managers gradually do only what they are told and become incompetent people who cannot do anything without instruction. Manager style persons in these organizations do everything egocentrically. Egocentrically. What style are you? If you are a parent at home, in what style do you treat your children? What about give and take coaching style leadership? When dealing with client or other people, GT leaders believe that these people have a lot of potential. When there is a problem, the GT leader believes that they have the ability to elicit the answer. And because they are the ones who make the choice and act, the GT leader only help them do this well by exchanging in give and take action. So the amazing thinking that happens is that the inner power within these people in object partner's position expand and becomes more powerful and more creative. The give and take leader acts as order-centered, because his object partner becomes the center rather than the coach himself. This is possible because of strong belief and conviction that the Almighty Heavenly Parents lives in the object partners, just as Almighty Heavenly Parents lives in oneself. I hope you I hope you will think deeply about this content shared today. In your field, am I a manager or a GT leader? Am I a self-centered leader? Am I an other-centered leader? What will I do next? What will I do next? Think, 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 think deeply. Deeply think. Okay, thank you very much.